Hey friends of the blend, you know there's so many different ways that dice are used in games and so many different types of dice. It used to be that everybody had a six-sided die with 1 through 6 pips on it, but that's not the way it is anymore. Now every game, it seems, that has dice is trying to find new and unique ways of using them. So let's take a look at some of my favorite dice in board games. Sometimes you'll have your regular six-sided die and it's just multicolored, looks a little bit different, but nothing actually is different about the functionality to it. Other times you'll have a six-sided die where they've actually changed everything on it. This one right here is from Small World, and if you want a very concise, clear, and accurate rules description of Small World, check out some of the earlier Blender videos. This right here, you got a 20-sided die. This is from Wrath of Ashardalon, and the great thing about this die is it does everything you need in the entire game. This determines all the combat outcomes, how spells, disarming traps, getting rid of poison, everything on this one die. It's pretty awesome that you can get all that out of one die, because other games require a whole bunch of die or dice, such as Mice and Mystics or Star Wars Imperial Assault. But the great thing with these is they pack so much information into one side. I mean, this right here, you've got the burst symbol that does certain things in the game. You've got, obviously that's a ranged attack there, and then you've got the actual accuracy. Same thing here, you know, you've got the burst symbols that are for damage. You've got accuracy with the numbers, surge, which will trigger extra attacks and abilities like that. Then you've got the defense die here, the black and the white ones that block damage or evade the surges, and the oh man, there's the all-powerful X symbol here that completely negates an attack. Just so much information packed into these dice on each side. And of course, everybody loves cheese. Then you got some games that the entire game is dice, and it's still a six-sided die, but it's entirely different than any of the standard six-sided dice games you've ever played in the past. And this right here, of course, is zombie dice. Speaking of zombies, one of the most popular zombie games in recent memory is Dead of Winter, and people hate the die in Dead of Winter. Well, actually not these. Those are just regular small six-sided die. People hate this one because that one roll, you roll this thing, that kills your guy, and maybe more than one guy. I have never seen so much anger directed towards a single die in my entire life as what this has gotten in the forums on BGG. But of course, my current favorite are the die for Mage Knight. When you're playing, you roll these die, and this is all your mana right here. And if it's daytime, and you roll night mana, well, those are locked. You can't use those anymore. And you're going to be rolling these throughout your turn, and sometimes you might roll a black for the night again, and that gets locked out. You can't use it during the daytime. But if it's nighttime, the opposite's true. If you roll the daytime mana, well, that can't be used now, but everything else is good to go. See, that one right there will be locked out. There you go. There's just some of my favorite dice in board games, the different ways they're used. It's such a plethora of designs and unique ways that they are used. So I hope you enjoy this segment, and until next time, if you're bored online, board offline.